Okay, so welcome to the two-digit multiplication video. Now, if you have been in class all last week, then this is the video you should start with because this is the new stuff. This is all brand new stuff. So what you're going to want is, of course, the laminated multiplication chart that's in your locker and your folder. Starting on page 3 in your folder, that's where two-digit multiplication starts. So, when you're doing two-digit multiplication, and by two-digit I mean that on the bottom factor, there are 2 digits. The top factor can be way more than 2 digits. But just remember, when you're multiplying, it doesn't matter if you line up the place values. It doesn't matter if you line up the decimals. You don't need to. Something to make your life easier, always put the number that has more digits on top. This will make your life easier. So, two-digit multiplication. When you have a factor that has 2 digits, you put that one on the bottom. As long as you have a factor that has 2 or more digits, you put that one on the top. So, when the factor on the bottom has more than 1 digit, so in this case 2, you will have more than one line of answers. So normally, what we've been doing so far is you only got 1 digit here, so you get your final answer right on the bottom, done. When you have 2 digits, you're actually going to have 2 lines of answers. And you're going to have to add them up before you're going to get your final answer, your product. So, let's do that. We're going to start with the 6, and we're going to put those answers in blue, so you can see what I'm talking about. So, 6 times 4 is 24. Carry your 2. 6 times 8 is 48. Plus the 2 that you carried is 50. Carry your 5. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus the 5 that you carried is 23. So, I've taken care of making my answer line to correspond with the 6. I took the 6 and I multiplied it just like I've done all last week with the digits on the top, from the factor on the top. But now, because I have more than 1 digit on the bottom, I need to now multiply the second digit with the digits on the top. So, we'll do that one in green. This is pretty easy because this is a 1. And you know that anything times by 1 is going to be itself. So, 1 times 4 is 4. But where am I going to put the 4? This is something that you can easily forget, and it will make you get the wrong answer. All of the answers for when you start on the second digit need to begin under that digit. So the easiest way is to put an X under the first digit, because you cannot put your answers there. Your answers must begin where that 1 is. So the 1 is there. My first answer is going to be exactly the same spot. So 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 8 is 8. And 1 times 3 is 3. I did not have to carry for any of the 1, and that's fine. So now you can see I have 2 lines of answers. There's an answer line for the 6, and there's an answer line for the 1. To get my final answer, I need to add them up together. So, you put a little adding symbol, and now you add them. Just the answer lines, not any of the numbers up in your original question. So 4 plus nothing is 4. 4 plus nothing is 4. 3 plus 8 is 11, carry your 1. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus the 1 that you carried is 6. So my final answer is 6,144. There's my product. And this is what those questions are going to look like in your notebook. We're going to do another example. So this one has decimals. Now just remember that you can ignore the decimals completely until you finish all your calculations. So let's do that first. Just like I did over there, I'm going to start with the 5, and I'm going to multiply that 5 with all the digits on the top. 5 times 4 is 20, carry your 2. 5 times 6 is 30, plus the 2 that I carried is 32, carry your 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus the 3 that I carried is 18, carry your 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus the 1 that I carried is 6. So I've finished with the 5. I multiplied the 5 with each digit in the top row. I ignored the decimals because I don't need to worry about them yet. And now I'm going to multiply the 3 with all the numbers on top. But the first thing I need to do is make sure that those answers for 3 start under the 3. So I put an X under the 0, or under whatever the answers where the 5 started. Because you don't want to put any of your answers there. They need to start under the 3. So 3 times 4 is 12, carry your 1. 3 times 6 is 18, plus the 1 that you carried is 19, carry your 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus the 1 that you carried is 10, carry your 1. 3 times 3 is 3, plus the 1 that you carried is 4. So I have 2 lines of answers which correspond exactly to the 2 digits that I have as my factor on the bottom. And now I need to add them up. So 0 plus nothing is 0. 2 plus 2 is 4. 8 plus 9 is 17, carry your 1. 6 plus nothing is 6, plus the 1 that you carried is 7. And 4 plus nothing is 4. So I've finished all my calculations. I multiplied both digits. I have 2 lines of answers. And now it's time to add my decimal. So just like we learned, when you're adding a decimal into your answer, you count. How many decimal spots do I have in my question? In this case, I have the 6, the 4, and the 5. So that is 3 spots. And so that means here I need 3 spots as well. So take your decimal and go 1, 2, 3. There, 3 spots, and that's where my decimal is going to go. If you have questions about 2-digit multiplication, you can watch this video again. You can ask Kenny for help. All the questions on pages 3 onward are going to be 2-digit. Some of them will